So there's this consensus within the regular population and the most dietitians, and they tell you do not skip meals. You have to eat at least 3 meals a day when cutting, when dieting, or even, like, I've heard people say, eat every single hour so you don't get hungry. And trust me, that won't work. That will not work. If you want, try it. Genuinely try it. If you eat every single hour, you will be able to eat only about 100 calories per that hour, which is about an apple or a banana. So that's like nothing. That's no food. And so if you eat only that, what will basically happen is you'll be hungry, because whenever your body detects you're eating something, then it makes you more hungry because it wants you to eat a full meal. It wants you to keep eating. It's most efficient when you eat big meals. So your body wants you to eat big meals. It doesn't want you to eat small meals, and many of them. And the second thing is it will fuck your insulin. It will completely destroy your insulin resistance. Or it will create insulin resistance. It will destroy your insulin sensitivity. Because what will happen is, if you eat every single hour, your insulin will constantly be high. It will constantly be high, and it won't have time to rest. And so when it doesn't have time to rest and lower, you're gonna have constantly high insulin, which causes a lot of problems in the body. Eventually, if you eat like this over a long amount of time, what will happen is you'll basically get diabetes, because that's what that is. You will become insulin resistant, and insulin resistance will make it so your pancreas has to create more insulin, and over time what that will do is it will strain the cells that make the insulin, and they will eventually start to die from the stress. That's how diabetes happens. So you don't want to eat every single hour. You don't want to eat very often. This is the reason why I don't recommend eating more than 3 times a day. So you want to eat twice a day, preferably. And so people say that if you do skip meals, you will overeat on the next meal. So you have to eat breakfast, you have to eat lunch, you have to eat dinner. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do that. You don't have to go eat according to what most people eat like. You can eat whenever you want. And that's completely fine, and it won't fuck you up at all. If you get cravings, people say if you skip a meal, you'll get cravings, you'll be super hungry, and then you're gonna overeat and eat 2,500 calories in a single meal. Well, yeah, if you're a food addict, like if you can't control yourself and if you are addicted to certain foods, they also say you'll eat unhealthy. You'll eat unhealthy foods because you didn't eat and you were hungry. People don't eat unhealthy foods when they're hungry. The reason people eat unhealthy foods in the first place is because they are hyper stimulating, and because they're addicted to the foods that they want to eat. So they're addicted to eating processed sugar, for example, or they're addicted to eating McDonald's or whatever the fuck they want to eat, whatever they do eat, whatever they're addicted to. So they're addicted to this, and so these people who overeat after skipping a meal are overeating because they're basically hiding away from their feelings. So if you're hiding away from your feelings and you use food to hide away from your feelings, and then you skip a meal, which is skipping that distraction, then what's gonna happen is you're gonna spend the day stressing, and you're gonna spend the day just being undistracted, which you cannot handle if you're not in a good mental state. And so what's gonna happen is you are gonna overeat if you are in that state. And if you eat unhealthy, you are gonna overeat. I guarantee you that. At least most of the times, or at least a lot of the times. That depends on the person, obviously. But basically, if you're a healthy individual with a healthy mental state, and you eat healthy foods, and you're not an addict to sugar or McDonald's or fucking fast food or whatever the fuck you're eating, any of this hyper stimulating food that we have nowadays, then you're gonna be completely fine. You're gonna be completely fine to eat only even 1 or 2 meals a day. If you eat 2 meals a day and then skip one of the meals because you don't have time or something like that, then basically what you, in my opinion, you're gonna undereat, not overeat. Why would you overeat? You can't eat 2500 calories, let's say that's your maintenance, in a single meal. If you're eating healthy, you cannot. If you're eating unhealthy and you're eating sugar, then you can, because there's nothing stopping you. Sugar doesn't fill you up at all. So, but if you're eating healthy food, you're gonna be full very quickly, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna undereat. So the less meals you have, the less you'll eat. That's generally just reality. That's how it works. That's how it is. So boys, what I recommend is eating 2 meals, and if you skip a meal, then you should be fine as long as you're not a food addict. If you notice, if you've been watching this channel, or maybe my last channel as well, what you'll notice is not being a food addict solves so many things. So many things, like everything is easier. Like you don't have to worry about overeating or this or that or some fucking bullshit. You can just live your life and eat however much you want of the healthy food. And the food tastes amazing to you also, so that's really, really amazing. Everything just really comes together. So that's my recommendation to most people, is eat healthy, or to all people honestly. Eat healthy and eat 2 meals a day, usually 3 meals if you're bulking, 1 meal if you, I don't know, don't have time maybe, or if you prefer it, I suppose. I mean, there's certain times when that could be good. Although I don't really recommend it, but I think at that point you're kind of overstuffing your stomach, and that could cause an issue. Although it depends how much you're eating, because when you're eating healthy, you really don't need that much food, or that much food volume even, to be full. So anyway boys, I think that's gonna be it for this video. If you're overeating, it's not really it is a food issue, but if you're overeating on a healthy diet, then what's happening is it's a mental issue. So you got some kind of problems you're trying to deal with, and basically what's happening is you're using it as a distraction from your life, and that's causing you to overeat, because you're just distracting yourself with the food, and you're not eating because you're hungry. You don't care if you're hungry. Hunger is an easy thing to solve. It's not really that complex. So boys, if you have something like that, personally I do, and it's something I'm dealing with. So from my experience, you just have to get everything in order, so you're not stressed, and you don't have to distract yourself from your life. Because if you do, then obviously you're gonna need distractions, which are always bad for you, because they're at the very least a waste of time, and could be even much worse. So you need to lower your dopamine, go out in nature, walk, spend time with yourself, and in doing that you will improve your mental health, you will gain control of your life, and you'll be able to quit out of a lot more bad habits over time. And as you do that, you'll get stronger and stronger, and you'll start breaking those plateaus that you do have. So anyway, boys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.